what your thoughts on it will be. So we'll see what you think of it.
Just, you know, women standing on top of the building.
So yeah, this guy's Satoshi Kon. I mean, he's a wee bit of a genius. He's won quite a lot of independent awards.
Everyone seems to be quite happy so far. Everyone's like laughing.
GB's turned down quite quiet actually. Yeah. It's just some stuff's slightly than others.
Yeah. It's like everyone's having a jolly good time in these rather horrible looking places.
It's one of these shows that you start watching and you're like, what am I watching? Like, what's going on?
What's going on?
Like halfway into the season, it's so fucking good and you're like, oh my god.
That old man is just fucking life.
Well, I'd say it's definitely like movies. Perfect Blue, I was not for the faint-hearted. If you're at all squeamish about rape scenes or anything like that, don't watch it. Like, but I would say otherwise, Paprika and Perfect Blue are masterpieces, and Paranoia as well. I prefer the subtitle to the dub, but only because in the dub, like in the subtitle, like in the actual version, the villain in it is called Shonen Bat.
Alright.
Shonen Battle, which is like Bat Boy. But in the dub, he's called Little Slugger.
Okay, so they Americanized it.
So like, I don't like it as much called Little Slugger because, yeah, it's too American and it's not scary anymore. Shonen Battle was like quite mysterious and like a bit like Batman.
Yeah.
It's a bit more similar to Batman and like it suited it better. I don't know why they changed it. Should have just kept his name as Shonen Bat or Bat Boy. I don't know why they had to change it to Little Slugger, which is like.
This is strange. She didn't strike me on the neck as the kind of girl who keeps people waiting.
This guy's reminding me of Mozart or something with his weird hair. The curled, decaying look.
Yeah.
Couldn't be. I mean, would you look at her? She's still just a child.
You're creeping on a child.
She'd be more like, how should I say, you know, how old did she say she was again?
Maybe you guys are on Catfish.
Yeah, we've been Catfish.
We're just staring at a child.
Yeah.
Who's eating a sandwich? Okay, maybe not a sandwich.
She's a child.
There you are. The bigger one is zebra and the smaller one's Fuyubachi, right? I knew it. Zebra, 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 zebra. Fuyubachi, Fuyubachi, Fuyubachi.
He's just walking off. What? It's like, no, I'm not playing anymore.
Yes,
Oh, dude, you're the one with googly eyes in your backpack. Why are you running from the child?
the infamous episode 8 of Paranoia.
Where are you going?
Yeah, that's like the mascot for the series. That
Googly eyed backpack?
Yeah, the dog.
Okay. Why are we running from the child?
This is it. My last film. I'm sorry.
It's supposed to be like a forum.
Alright. Are they homeless? If you're homeless, how can you chat and phone? Or maybe they're camping. I don't know.
Spoon?
Oh, we're getting high. Okay.
Not so bad.
That's a lot of pills. Guys, I would calm down.
About Homer.
Oh my god.
I feel kind of bad leaving her behind.
Guys, how many pills did you just eat?
A child that age is still far, far too young to die. We'll come back as ghosts and apologize to her.
Are they committing suicide? What the hell?
Hi. Huh?
Zebra!
Yeah, they met in a forum to kill themselves together.
Oh right, so that's why they were freaking out and running away?
That's why they were like, oh my god.
So they're like, because they didn't want her to kill herself?
Mhm.
What the hell? What? Getting dim- Oh, okay. I thought it was nighttime.
One horrible timing.
Well, we can try again some other time when there's less going on.
No way! Come on, I'm gonna die right here and now! I wanna die when you die!
You're not even crying! Oh, no, wait. Okay, now you're smiling while you're crying. You're creeping me out, girl.
Now, there's no need to worry.
It was just terrifying.
What?
Jen was just like, wants to kill herself. She's
I
like,
was worried, so I went ahead and came up with a contingency plan.
Oh,
Yay!
Yay, we're going to die! Box. At least something's in English.
oh, let's go! Come on, let's go buy a ticket!
What?
Here's the plan, Zebra. We'll all stay together, and I'll jump. Then you'll follow me while pushing Carl May out of the way of the train and back towards the platform.
So we're gonna jump in front of a train now?
yeah. We tried pills. Tried next.
So is this episode just all about how they're going to kill each other? Or rather, kill themselves?
There's the train!
I don't like how happy she is to die.
Yeah.
This is really freaky.
No, it's such a freaky
What is up with
episode.
you, girl? Well, you're so... Oh god, somebody else did it. That almost looked like, you know, when like you glitch something in the game and like the avatar just like flies off into nowhere. That reminded me of that. The way that guy jumped. Well, too late.
Oh.
So that's how you look when you get hit by a train.
Jumping in front of the train may not be the prettiest way to go, I guess.
Oh, they've all got the backpacks. Are they part of a cult?
Damn, I give up.
What?
This hurts more than I thought.
How do you live?
Zebra! What are you doing?
How are you alive? You jumped in front of a train. What?
It's hard to die, isn't it?
So fucking creepy this episode.
Grim Reaper is so busy he doesn't even have time to come for us.
Why do you want to die?
That dog creeps me the fuck out. See if you watch the series, that dog is so freaking. The dog here talks to the main character. It's like only the main character can see the dog,
No!
but it's like
Jumping off buildings is just as
it's
messy
basically
as
supposed to be
playing
like
football.
what's it called? You know that blue dog that's travels through space.
Like-
thing?
Dory or something? Doll or...
Yeah, that dog. It's basically supposed to be like
Get
that
my
dog.
clothes wet.
It's like a phenomenon, like a phrase. Or
Yeah. Drugs?
Oh.
Did you just ask the girl if she wanted to smoke? Close your legs, girl. I can see your pants.
I wish I could have gone on a train ride. I'd get on the train and go somewhere far away from here.
And then jump off.
And then kill myself.
Oh. Let's go for a train ride.
Eh?
That's right. Let's really go.
These guys are like way too happy to die. I don't get it.
Yes, perfect. Let's go.
Also, it kind of weirds me out that their eyes are just entirely black, save for like a little bit of white. It makes them look like they're high. Or like really spaced out.
So fucking creepy.
Is he dead?
It looks like he's sleeping.
Oh.
His eyes are still.
He's sleeping with his eyes open. What?
He is. I wonder if he's hurt.
I thought he was dead. I thought he passed away to sleep there.
I was like, alright then.
A scarecrow!
Why do your peeps want to die so bad?
I don't know why anyone would want to kill themselves.
I don't know. Sometimes they do that when people upload like English dubs of anime, they'll split into 2 parts so it doesn't get taken down.
Yeah.
So now we're in the countryside. Are we going to get our eyes picked out by a bird?
As I said, this episode's not connected to anything else that happens.
No, it's
in
just
the
a random
whole
episode.
series. This is an infamous episode
Okay.
that's totally unconnected to the rest of it.
Stop staring at the child.
Apart from that dog's one of the main characters in it. Okay, the backpack. But I didn't want to put first episode on because it's one of those shows you need to watch a few episodes. I don't think the first episode will be.
This is what?
I didn't think the first episode would be very representative of the general vibe of the this is quite representative of the vibe of the director.
Okay.
It's so weird. Like his stuff's so good, but it's so fucking weird and creepy.
Oh my god.
His stuff's like really weirdly intense.
Well, I guess that's it. It's time.
It's time.
Who's giving the go-ahead sign?
We still haven't decided that yet?
What?
Come on, hurry up for your bocce. Give us the go-ahead. Hurry up.
What? That looks fun. Oh, what? Is the branch gonna break? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. The branch is gonna break. Now are they dead? I think they're dead. No, okay, they're not dead.
Yeah, these suicide attempts aren't going very well for them.
It's better we do it this way. It's for our own good.
Oh, he's gay.
But if we leave her and anything happens to her way out here in the mountains, she'll almost certainly die. Oh.
So he wants to kill himself because he's gay?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe his lover died of AIDS. Fuck knows. Maybe he's got AIDS. Just a wee bit of hinting at a backstory going on with him.
Why do you want to
Why
die?
does the young girl want to die then?
It's a good echo.
There you go. She wants to die because she doesn't want to be alone.
Well, you've adopted a granddad now, so everything's fine.
He's just old, so.
Yeah.
I'm really hungry.
Buy me food.
Have this.
You sure? Thanks a lot.
Are you telling her to eat paper?
Hey, over here.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
That's not food.
Yeah, I don't know what that says. I guess it's from the forum.
I'm assuming if like it was the DVD or something, they would have the subtitles or whatever.
It really is heaven. Most delightful. Delightful.
Don't text. Well, I don't think I've seen a version with the text. It can't be that important.
They're acting as if.
It'd be interesting to look up to what it says.
Yeah.
Bottoms up.
Because the colour of the text keeps changing, so I don't know if that just means that's other people, but
Speaking of
It's only
which,
three of
remember
them.
little slugger? They said on the news that our friend Fox was killed by Little Slugger.
okay.
Isn't Little Slugger that serial street attacker they arrested? The one who killed himself in jail.
No. Apparently the person they arrested was an imposter who turned out to really be Fox.
You mean he was killed inside the police station? By a little slugger?
I don't know. They said the only way the killer could have gotten inside is through the wall.
Must be nice. Being dead.
That would be nice.
Why does everyone want to
I
die?
heard that Little Slugger can appear anywhere and attack at any time.
That's just a rumor. Those sorts of stories get blown all out of proportion, you know. I mean, first of all, if it's true he comes for people who are emotionally cornered, then he should have come for us a long time ago. It must be nice.
What? Horse! I even know that word.
It must be really nice.
Huh?
Did you just say something?
Not me.
Huh?
Hey, you just said something, didn't you?
No, that was someone screaming.
Well, we're deep in the country after all. Maybe it's a weasel.
A weasel.
Well, maybe it's a bear.
What? Okay, that's a bat.
The frog? No! What's this thing?
I think it's a bat.
I guess so. A bat? It's here! The great little slugger!
Well, it's longer than watched it translated. Oh, I think I've ever seen it in. John and Batty.
Are they that eager to kill themselves that they're gonna chase after a murderer?
Yeah.
How do you roller skate downstairs? I feel bad for the old man. Like, he's just chilling behind. Also, you bent your back, should not be split in half. It's made of wood. What?
Wonder if they'll do a live action of Paranoia. It
Maybe.
would surprise me actually. I think it would translate pretty well.
Is there a reason why Bat Guy is killing people?
I would be ruining it.
Okay.
You need to watch it.
Okay.
It's not really about the plot though. It's more about the characters.
Yeah.
The way they
We'll succeed this time.
talk to each other, and
Hey,
it's hard to explain it really.
just one more time.
Good idea. Good idea.
This is it. My last pill.
Eh? Eh? What's going on? Birds?
Are you okay? Here, time for your medicine. Hey, so how should we kill ourselves now?
Delusion. It feels warm.
Stop! Embarrassing!
You know, I hate being gay.
Did you kill him?
Okay. Maybe we should get going.
What? Where?
Far away.
Are we riding the train again?
The bullet train. Okay?
Yay!
Does this not look really questionable to anyone looking on?
Ready? Okay, here we go. Yay! Did my face look funny? I might have shut my eyes. Well, let's take a look.
Are they already dead? Is this some Inception shit? And they're ghosts. Are they ghosts? You can tell me they're ghosts, aren't they? Because nobody's looking at them.
No shadows.
No shadows. Are they dead? They're dead, aren't they? 500? Is this telling me something? So they died. You're going to tell me they died, right? They died then. They're dead. They had no shadows.
So what happened in that episode, Caitlin?
So
You can say what you think, and
Right.
I'll say what I think.
So, two dudes showed up, but like, yo, wouldn't it be hot if we if we both died together? Wouldn't that be pretty kinky? So they thought, oh, how can we make this less gay? We'll get this woman who wants to die as well. But then it turns out it's a child, so then that's more paedophilic. So then they're like, oh, we don't want to do that. We're not that. We want to die. But we don't want to include the kid in this, whatever. So they need to ditch the kid before they can do their because they don't want to get kink shamed by the kids or whatever. They're like, we need to ditch the girl so we can kill ourselves. But then it's like they don't get to kill themselves or whatever. So then they meet their idol little slugger bat boy or whatever. They still don't die. Old man freaks out at some birds, and then they go dancing or whatever. And I don't know at what point they did die or whatever. From that, I'm gonna guess I don't know, when the birds descended or whatever and he was freaking out, they somehow all died together. Or maybe they did jump in front of the bullet train or something like that. They were like, yo, want to take a train? They jumped in front of the train and now they're just walking about being all happy and stuff and being ghosts. That's my interpretation from it, and that's why those people freaked out at that photo.
Yeah, good. I think you got it. It was funny that you didn't notice they were dead for ages and ages until
When did they die then?
pretty much till the reveal. I mean, in my opinion, they died the first time they attempted it.
So when they were doing the pills? Or when they were hanging themselves?
When they were doing the pills, way back at the start,
Uh-huh.
when you were like, oh my god, that's so many pills, many pills, and they filled the room with all that gaseous vapor.
Yeah, I thought they were getting high, but no.
And they didn't think the girl was in the room with them when they filled it with I don't know,
gas or whatever.
the same kind of chemicals or whatever. I think they were talking about in Madoka.
And Madka, yeah.
I think it's effectively you can do it with the oven, you can do it with
Cars.
perfumes as well.
Yeah.
I think they did that. I think that's when they died, and they didn't realise the girl was in the room, so she died with them. From that point on, they were ghosts, and every other suicide attempt failed because they were already dead, so they couldn't kill themselves. And that's why when they went to kill themselves at the train station, the guy jumps in front of the train, and then they see him get up and walk off.
So he was dead as well.
So he was also dead, and then he was a ghost, and then they saw him, because when you kill yourself, I don't know what belief system it's going by, but obviously...
You see other ghosts?
There's a limbo. Most people
Purgatory thing?
I agree with limbo or unfinished business for ghosts. So if you killed yourself, you probably have unfinished business, or you're in limbo, whatever. Anyway, they see the ghost get up from the train station, walk off. That explains that.
Okay.
Then every attempt they make after that
doesn't work.
I think the train is just symbolism for the journey they're going on.
Okay.
Especially together. Then the hanging doesn't work. That's just for comedic value, I think, because they're already dead. Then they get out into the open with other people because they've been in the cabin. Shonen Bat. I don't want to ruin too much about Paranoia Agent as a whole, but I think that's, again, they're already dead. They just have unfinished business.
Is he like Damien?
He's also
like,
symbolic.
I see dead people like that.
Yeah, I think he's also symbolic of. He's symbolic of fear in general throughout the series. I don't think that's ruining too much.
Yeah.
He always causes fear and all that, and I think he was just representative of their fears and their doubts and the fact that they really wanted to die, but they already were.
Okay.
That scene was a bit random, but I also think that scene was just in it to tie it in with the rest of Paranoia Agent.
Alright, okay.
Because otherwise it's totally unconnected. The backpacks of the mascot from Paranoia Agent and the Shonen Bat appearing is the only way to tie it in with the rest of the series. Then I think when they get to the rooftop and they're out in the open, they don't have any shadows. That's another sign that they're dead. And then he notices that they're floating, that their feet are not touching the ground. He notices they don't have any shadows, and that the way it's shot is deliberately to emphasize the fact they don't have any shadows.
Okay.
Because they walk by the shadows of railings.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Very noticeably walk by, and it's kind of like you don't really notice there's anything odd.
Yeah.
It just looks weird, but you don't know why. And it's because there's no shadows.
Yeah.
And that's when they go in the photo, and then obviously the cliches with ghosts being in photos as it goes all weird.
Also, it was weird because I was thinking, because at the end there he was like, "Oh, my last pill," and it was just like, wasn't that your last pill earlier on?
Exactly. It's been his last pill
the whole time. It was like, because I didn't realize it was.
He's dead.
Yeah, that was really weird there. And then we were like, all the crows and that were happening. And I was just like, is he having like a panic attack or something, or is he having a heart attack or things like that? I was like, what's going on? And then when the guy was like holding him and he's like, war? I was like, is he?
Yeah, because they're all ghosts.
Yeah,
I think the crows is just sort of foreshadowing for their big drop, symbolism, blah blah, death,
oh my god, we're dead.
Leaves an odd feeling in you because it's kind of like a happy, cheery, friendshipy going about trying to kill themselves.
Still don't know why they wanted to die. She doesn't want to be alone. Old dude was old, and then the other guy was secretly gay or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
or scared
ashamed
to
be,
or ashamed of being gay or something like that. That's just what I'm picking up from that. I don't know.
It seems like ashamed of being gay because he had the locket that had the other guy's picture in it, and then when the old guy was holding his hand, he was like, "Oh, that's embarrassing."
Oh no, I don't want to catch the gay.
Embarrassing was probably not a great translation.
Yeah.
Probably, it seemed like that. I don't find the dubs that good, but just because of stuff like Little Slugger.
Yeah.
Shonen Battle is
Shonen Battle.
Bat Boy is better than Little Slugger. Little Slugger is taking Americanization too far to the extent that it's like.
I mean, even in
he's not scary anymore.
Even in Off,
point of it.
Even in Off, they call him the Batter, which is still a bit more foreboding than Little Slugger.
It's just that Little Slugger's kind of cute and endearing. And
that makes it sound really American as well. It's just like Little Slugger, whereas Bat Boy is just like.
Bat Boy. It's like the B's and the T's make it. It's the tonal make it kind of.
Bat.
Shonen Battle, Bat Boy, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Little Sluggers too, cutesy. Oh, Little Slugger. Reminds me of Nez from the Smash Bros.
Yeah.
I'm like. Yeah. I think that's the only problem with the dub, but otherwise the dub's like perfectly fine. But I just think that Little Slugger does ruin the tone a wee bit.
Yeah.
But it's so fucking creepy, that director, Satoshi Kon.
It was really weird. I was just like, okay, like,
It's
what?
so strange.
And they kill ourselves? Okay, that sounds fine. The girl was creeping me out. Like, her lack of pupil was really creeping me out.
Yeah, I don't know if that was
Stare
another
into
sort
the
of-
blacks of my eyes.
I would say that was another sort of thing that they were doing,
Right,
but
right,
then
people.
also just Satoshi Kon art style is that a lot of people have like really
Made me
dead,
really
dead
think.
eyes.
It
Like,
made me think of
really
a little bit like
dead
Ghibli.
eyes.
You know how like usually most of the Ghibli stuff they don't have like colors in their eyes. It's just black,
yeah,
which is an artistic choice.
I think he is talented enough that he could have worked for Studio Ghibli, but
Yeah.
his stuff's so not Disney.
Ghibli.
Like, it's the opposite.
It's
like,
the opposite. We just watched something about 3 people who were trying to kill themselves, but they were already dead.
But his stuff's really intense. Perfect Blue is definitely about sexualization of women in the media. It's
Yeah.
really intense. It's a bit of a masterpiece. And Paprika is again, Paprika is about a girl that decides to leave her pop career.
Her idol career.
Basically, his stuff's about the difference between like the naive image of like pop idols and magical girls and all this, with like a very more real image of women just being sexualized and being involved in crime and stuff like that.
Okay.
And his stuff raises like a lot of really interesting questions, but it does kind of touch you on a nerve where you're like,
Unnerved.
what am I watching?
What am I watching? What's going on? Help, please. It was interesting. I was just sat there. I was thinking, is this going to turn into like an episode of Black Mirror, and I'm going to get like a Shyamalan twist at the end or something like that? Which I think I did get. Because then I was like, are they dead? Have they been dead the whole time? When did they die?
Yeah, that was so cute when you were like,
I was
are
like,
they dead?
Are they dead? And then I don't know, like
When
obviously
did they die?
there was no translation at the end for the thing in the newspaper, but I imagine it was something like 3 people found dead or something like that in an abandoned building or things like that. I'm gonna assume.
I'm not sure.
I'm just gonna assume that's what it said because obviously they made a heavy focus on that thing or whatever. So I'm gonna guess it was a newspaper headline or something like that, saying 3 people found dead after construction. Because surely, if they died in the building there, then when that thing tore into the building, they would have found 3 dead bodies.
Yeah, I don't know the translation, but I would assume that.
I would assume that.
Obviously, it's just kind of like played as a reveal at the end of the episode. Like,
What a
obviously.
twist!
And it was for you. You were so new.
It's like, oh, I found enlightenment.
I thought you were going to totally know when they were like about the shadows, but you were.
I don't think I noticed the
didn't
shadow.
even
I was paying more
notice.
attention to the guy having a freak out over crows. I think I was getting
Yeah,
more
you were
distracted
like,
by that.
What's with
I
all
was
the
like,
crows?
what's with all the crows? Where are the birds coming from? There's the birds. Is this Inception? Is it the birds?
Yeah. So I guess they're just going to go off and try to kill themselves and go.
Are they just
going
gonna
to
keep doing it and not realize, like, for eternity, they're going to be besties in death? Yay! There's the old man, the random dude, and the little girl, which is not creepy at all.
Yeah, I guess the reason I think they had to die then was because how did they see the dead guy get up from the platform and walk off? And
Yeah.
even then, that's when I was like, is she gonna know?
Because I was just thinking,
like, how did he survive?
I was
that?
just, how did he survive that? His legs like bent off into the other direction, and he's bleeding profusely. How is nobody going to see that? I was like,
Yeah, and nobody else.
and nobody else seemed to pay any
Looks at
attention
him.
to it. I was like, this what?
And the guy just kind of scratches his head.
It's
He's
just like,
yeah. So obviously that's just my interpretation of the episode.
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe other people
Maybe.
saw it differently or
maybe.
had a different idea of when they killed themselves.
Hmm.
I think it's unanimous that they are dead at the
Yeah.
end of it, but
I mean, I would pretty much agree that they're probably dead.
it's just when they kill themselves. I would say just that
Yeah,
would make it at the start.
Probably. Well, I enjoyed that. I was like barely confused for the majority of it, but I was just like, okay, I think I liked it. It creeped me out most of the time because I was just like, this old dude and this guy's this company with this little girl was just like, and her calling him Zebra. I was just like, stop, please, stop calling Zebra. It's like that sounds like something you hear in a horror movie or whatever when the kid's like has a knife blade or something. Zebra.
Yeah, I definitely say check out Perfect Blue. Not if you're squeamish, but otherwise it's an anime masterpiece. It's one of the greatest animes ever made. You can watch it in episodes or watch it as a movie.
Yeah.
Same with Paranoia Agent. You can watch just all Paranoia Agent because
Maybe watch subbed over dubbed.
it doesn't go on and on. Yeah, but that's up to your preference. Really.
Ah,
I'm
yeah.
not too fussed whether whatever people watch, but
Well, I enjoyed that.
It's just a little slugger.
Little slugger, it will haunt you until your dying days.
Yeah,
That-
just the
that-
worst translation of a character's
that
name
life choice
ever.
will haunt you for the rest of your days. But I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. That was very interesting. A bit different. Something a bit different. Exactly.
Well, I'm Don Matheson. This is Scribble Sketch.
Scribble,
Sketch.
Scribble, sketch, scratch,
Caitlin. So
Yo.
please subscribe to our channel if you're not already.
Subscribe to Dawn. She has the bits.
Yeah, subscribe to me too if you're not already, and leave a like and comment. Thanks very much. Bye.
Bye.